The following is a presentation of the HAN Network, the leader for local news, sports, and more in southwestern Connecticut.
In Norwalk, Connecticut, on the campus of Brian McMahon High School, this is the HAN Network's coverage of the 2017 Girls Lacrosse State Championships. Two towns separated by a simple strip of road known as the Merritt Parkway. One lays claim to the Long Island Sound, the other, the border of New York. Their hatred is unmatched in the conference, and they will be on center stage for our final showing of the spring season. It is number 4 Darien and number 8 New Canaan. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Granito standing alongside Kevin Coleman as we get closer and closer to the opening face-off. And Kevin, if there was ever a game that needs no introduction, this is the one.
Frank, you talk about this rivalry, and it's only fitting that our final game here in the 2017 spring season is girls lacrosse, and it's Darien, New Canaan. The rivalry continues here on the HAN Network, and it's only fitting that we get to see these two teams go at it again. You remember that game? We go back in April at Dunning Field. What a performance these two teams put on. And you talk about a New Canaan team who had the lead in that second half, not able to secure as Darien made that great comeback, and they were able to get that victory in double overtime. What a game it was. And I think you're going to see a similar type of game here in this semifinal game in the Class L girls tournament.
It was a 2-goal lead with just a minute and 3 seconds remaining before Emma Lesko scored 2 unanswered. And then Katie Elders would end it in overtime. They met on this field just over a year ago in the FCIAC championship. That game was also an overtime thriller, and it was the same storybook ending as Darien won that one. What's in store tonight? We'll find out next on the HAN Network.
Part of banking well is doing good. That's why, with the support of local community partners, Bankwell has launched the Bankwell Pet Adoption Project to boost awareness about the hundreds of animals in local shelters that need a home. And when you donate to the cause using the Bankwell self-service coin machines, we'll match your donation. For details, visit mybankwell.com/pleaseadoptme. Bank smart, bank local, bank well.
On time, done right, safe and reliable. MrHandymanCT.com.
Let our satisfied customers tell it.
I have called Mr. Handyman for every reason, every occasion, every broken item, every leak. They have bailed me out on many occasions, and I would recommend them to anyone.
For any project, large or small.
MrHandymanCT.com.
If you're watching this broadcast, you're not alone. The HAN Network is available for 200,000 Connecticut cable customers on the Frontier Network, and we've also reached more than 2 million viewers on our free live streaming sports, news, and entertainment broadcasts. To reach our rapidly growing audience, contact Advertising Director Jessica Murrin at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Back at Jack Casagrande Field, New Canaan and Darien getting set for our second Class L girls lacrosse semifinal. The Wilton Warriors, a 14-8 winner in the opening game, and it was a great performance by the Warriors in their win over number 2 Greenwich. But now round 2, in the battle for exit 37, and Kevin, it'll be Cameron Blair getting the starting goal for the Rams tonight. That is the one position they have been susceptible at throughout this season, but the junior has played well of late.
The junior has played well. Cameron Blair has had a solid season. You talk about the goalie issues for New Canaan this year. Yes, it's been a little worrisome if you're a New Canaan Rams fan, but I think, I think for these two teams, and I think for New Canaan, I think Cameron Blair just has to play confident. I don't think that, don't let this game get to her head too much. I think, this is a strong goalie for the New Canaan Rams. At times she has struggled, but this is a talented team. And again, I think you're going to see a different New Canaan team like we've seen in the past. A New Canaan team, yes, they start out fast, they slow down. I think we're going to see a totally different team this time around.
If you can't get up and get ready for this game, you do not belong in the rivalry. Darien, the 4 seed, got here with a 20-2 win over Southington in the first round and a 14-8 win over Conard in the quarters. New Canaan had to take down FCIAC foe Fairfield Ward 16-9 in their opening game. They then took down number 1 Newtown 18-5 in the quarterfinals. The Wave rocking all white tonight with the blue numbers and lettering. The Rams are in the red tops with black skirts. The numbers and letters are white. We mentioned Cameron Blair in one net. It'll be Carly Schudel in the other. Campbell Armstrong and Katie Ramsey for the opening draw.
Haven't seen Katie Ramsey too much in the Face-Off X, but we all know how good Campbell Armstrong is. Good matchup early on here for both sides.
Darien going from right to left. The Rams from left to right. As both girls are put into position, the ball is set between the sticks, and we are underway from Norwalk. As Ramsey controls the opening draw, climbing the ladder for that one. Quickly up ahead with it. Pass to the front of the net, and unable to control that one was Ashley Humphreys. Ashley has been quite the midseason pickup after Captain Laura Murphy went down and the freshman had to step in her place.
Ashley Humphrey has been excellent all season long. She's really stepped up as one of the younger players on this roster, but playing like one of the captains.
No shortage of fans here at McMahon tonight. A hop, skip, and a jump for both these towns to get down to Brian McMahon as Christine Fiore, one of the leading scorers for the Wave, being guarded here tightly by Ozamek. With possession now is Ramsey as she snuck around the defender. That was Lee Charlton. But a free position is awarded, and the first one of the night is going to the Wave, who have come out with a frantic pace just over a minute into this one.
And Frank, I thought Lee Charlton has had a really solid year for the Rams defensively.
As Ramsey and a shot towards the top of the net, and it sails over the top. Both Lee and Jane Charlton have done a very good job defensively for the Rams this year, both with plenty more playing time left.
And I think if you're head coach Kristen Woods, you have to be very pleased with how those two players have played.
As going to the front of the net, taking a big check here as the bounce shot went high. That time was Emma Jakes.
Emma Jakes, another role player on this roster for the Darien Blue Wave, who has stepped up big at times.
Dusts herself off, adjusts the goggles. She gets ready for a free position. 2 quick free positions. Blair at the edge of her crease. Staring down Jakes, who lets one rip, and a save made by the junior. Rebound controlled by Humphreys towards the front of the net. Are they going to count it? No.
I think she was in the crease there, Frank.
One arm is up. No goal. It is a crease violation, and it's going to the Rams. There's a couple boos echo around, and that right there, Kevin, a big moment of notice as Blair, the free release to get that pass off.
And that's got to help her confidence early too there, Frank.
We've seen at times the Rams goaltenders have struggled in starting the clears as Carly Bucci sends one up ahead. And it's caught and controlled there by Gianna Bruno. who is wearing number 12 compared to the traditional 6. That is in honor of fallen captain Ellery Barron, who is out for the season with a torn ACL and MCL, and those are not boos you're hearing. The crowd shooing after the big save by Carly Schudel.
A great save by Carly there. We know how important she is to this Darien team.
Lots of speed coming up ahead. Jakes lets a shot go, and that one missed over the top.
And you just saw right there how fast Darien is in transition. If you're New Canaan, you're the defensive middies. You got to get back and help out.
As it's settled down up top, Jakes controlling there. Now with it is Nicole Humphreys, backing in and gets Jakes time and space to work with to the front of the net. Shot down low and scores.
What a move inside by Emma Jakes. A great pass and right there on the doorstep. She gets it by Blair. Great finish.
3:22 into the first half. It is 1-0 as Darien coming out to set the tone early on. They are playing up-tempo, Kevin. They are getting shots from all over. And now a 1-0 lead, and the Rams quickly going to change things up in the draw circle as Ozimek will step in to replace Armstrong, then face off with Ramsey.
And I think you and I saw just how fired up Coach Lisa Lindley was before this game. Obviously, it's a big semifinal game, but when you get your rival in that game, the stakes are even higher. And I think there's a lot of momentum coming in for New Canaan. They beat some really good teams to get here, so they're feeling pretty confident. And going up against their rival, they add that extra electricity to this game. But Darien, I like what I'm seeing early on. You're right, Frank. Really adding a lot of pace to their offense, really getting the momentum on their side early on.
And fired up, certainly one way to describe it. I was going to go with a different F, and that's focused. It was a laser focus, just locked in. We've gotten to know Coach Lindley very well this season. Always a pleasure to talk to and enjoys catching up with us pregame. But it was eyes on the task at hand today as Bucci working through the front of the cage and a foul called here, so a free position for the Rams. On the other side, I liked that Kristen Woods a little on the lighter side. It seemed loose because we've known the Rams to be tense at times during the year in these crunch moments, and I think that's going to be huge as Bucci fires one upstairs, and we're tied at 1.
Great shot by Carly Bucci there. That's a name on this roster that needs to get going here.
The last time we saw both these teams, New Canaan was falling in the semifinals of the FCIAC tournament to Ridgefield. A loss that not many expected and certainly was disappointing in the eyes of the Rams. Darien, business as usual, just winning their 6th consecutive FCIAC championship. It is still chilly out here in Norwalk, Kevin, but there are signs of the actual sky showing right now through this thick cloud cover we've seen for the past few days.
Maybe look back at last year. Remember how hot it was at this point? It's amazing how, right now we're sitting and it's pretty cold in the booth here in mid-50s, June 6th.
As Ramsey's pass was just behind the intended target, that was Charlotte Whitstock. Able to control it, though, was Ashley Humphreys as she works down the right side of the field now. Slows it down momentarily. And plays catch behind the cage. Skip pass up top as Whitstock put it on the floor. Able to recover, spinning to her left. And now it's quickly work around. Fiore trying to get to the front of the net and get a shot off. She does through traffic, and a good job at the top of the crease. Making a save that time was Cameron Blair.
What a great save. I don't think people realize how difficult of a shot that is, and that's not an easy save to make for Cameron Blair. They're arguably one of the best players on this Blue Wave team, firing a rocket at net.
But an errant pass here. Pass up ahead. Humphrey to Wyszynski. 2-1 Wave.
What a pass by Humphrey. My goodness. Beautiful goal on the break.
The junior Kendall Wyszynski just 5:07 in, and the Wave right back on top.
And Wyszynski, little Duke there. Fakes going up, fakes going down, goes up north. Great finish.
Those goals just a minute apart, and a costly turnover by the Rams on the defensive side of the field. Capitalized on by the Wave as the ladies showing off their transition skills.
And again, you're just seeing how good Darien is on the ground balls. Not just the faceoffs, but it's the ground balls that come after the faceoffs that they're so dominant at. This is why they get so many offensive possessions. And if you're New Canaan tonight, yes, the faceoffs are going to be difficult. Yes, you have to win them, but it's the turnovers. You can't commit turnovers against a team like this.
As up top with it there, Jakes had it taken away, but Armstrong called for the foul. I'm not called Campbell Armstrong's name yet. That's a player the Rams obviously want to get going as Jake stepping to her left. Shot down low, got through, 3-1.
Jake's getting out to a fast start here.
Darien goal scored by Emma Jakes.
As the Wave keeping this fast-paced offense up 3-1 with 19:11 remaining. And another change in the draw circle here as Carly Bucci comes in. Coach Lindley and the Wave will answer with Christine Fiore, and a quick sub back is now both these teams trying to get the last change, so it'll be Ozimek and Fiore at the end of it all.
Good matchup here on the face-off X.
A little bit of chess playing here, Kevin, as you could see the teams understanding who they want to be matched up with, trying to change back and forth. As it's popped up, and Bucci with one hand able to come down with the draw control over Logan Book. Here's Braden Dial with it, her first touch of the evening.
That's another name that's got to get going for New Canaan Rams.
Bucci to the doorstep. Bruno, a shot that just went wide, and now a race for possession.
I think Darien's going to win this.
Oh, they will award possession to the Rams. Tigger Nesbitt ruled closer, but it was very close as she pulled off the throttle there.
Great hustle from both sides there. Thought Darien might have gotten it.
Jakes came out of nowhere to give Nesbitt a run for her money, but just not enough as a pass was deflected out in front. Now a ground ball battle here coming from behind the cage, and unable to control it was Gianna Bruno as it's collected by Annie Wright. Slips through the double team, looking to the middle, and here's the senior captain, Emma Lesko. Battling against the Rams captain, Campbell Armstrong, and it's quickly up to Emma Jakes. Steps around a Ram defender. That was Brooke Dean, and now up ahead with it. Here's Nicole Humphrey, spin to her right, shot upstairs, and it just missed over the top.
Darien's on a whole nother level right now, Frank. Emma Jakes is playing out of her mind. Look at that speed she's got up and down the field.
There is a confidence to this Wave offense. That is a huge reason why they are the 6-time defending conference champions. The Rams have got to cut down these early turnovers as Humphrey again with the spin move towards the front of the net, lost the stick. Looks like the call is going to be offensive as it's going back the other way, but Humphrey a little slow to get up there.
And it's cold out, Frank. That turf, you fall down an odd way, it's going to hurt.
Well, the offensive foul called, and now Campbell Armstrong out in transition, heading the other way. Cuts around Emma Jakes once, twice, and earns advantage as a stick got up around her face. Brooke Dean with it there. I'm sorry, that was Gianna Bruno. As it goes from Ozimek to Bucci and back to Ozimek again.
You see Emma Lesko. Look how tightly guarded she is on Campbell Armstrong. Armstrong just out of the equation right now.
As Bruno with it here, ran into a little bit of trouble and goes behind the cage. Tigger Nesbitt slowing it down. As now Gianna Bruno controls. There's Brooke Dean. Armstrong has been completely taken out of the play. As Bucci trying to find time and space. Pass to Nesbitt was a little bit high, but she did well to control it. Spinning back to the middle is Bucci. Lets a shot go, and it pounces over the top. Race for possession, and this time the Rams hustling all the way. No doubt about that one.
Good hustle, though, by Carly Schudel, trying to win back possession for the Blue Wave.
Here's Ozimek with it. Armstrong creeping up towards the box like she's going to shake free of Lesko and gain possession. Bruno with a shot to the far side. It missed on the left post. Ozimek closest there.
And the Rams getting shots on net, just going a little too wide. I'd like to see this combination of Braden Dial and Gianna Bruno back. They're fun to watch when they're clicking together.
Well, Dial makes a move from around the cage. What a look from Bucci. It's 3-2. Right on cue, Kevin.
Braden Dial is deadly in front of net. She's able to find open spaces. She's got the great vision, great awareness. She knows where to be at what times. Great pass from Carly Bucci.
And I was going to say, as you mentioned it, Dial was being guarded tightly there by Logan Book. Book, one of the fastest defenders in this conference, but got caught up around the cage. Dial got that one step necessary and is able to beat Schudel on the wraparound shot. The Rams able to respond with 15:26 to go. It's a 3-2 Darien lead. The winner gets Wilton on Saturday. The loser is stuck as a spectator with the state title on the line as the Rams able to control this draw. Ozimek tied up there with Ramsey, but got it back to Bruno. Bruno avoids Annie Wright, comes up top, and now Carly Bucci has it as again on the far side, Kevin, eliminated from this play. For the moment, at least, is Campbell Armstrong. Lauren Biseglia with it there. Now Carly Bucci. Gianna Bruno. You remember Campbell Armstrong had that fast start the last time these two teams played, Kevin.
Yeah, I think that's something that Coach Lindley is taking a close look at. You got to take her out of the offense.
There's a shot by Bucci to the far post, and it rang out there.
It hit the inside of the post. What a great look there by Bucci. I don't think Schudel saw that ball coming.
Braden Dial circling back around. Armstrong was knifing through the center of the defense, but they couldn't get it to her in time. Here's Bucci on the right side of the cage. Behind the net, and it's Gianna Bruno now. Comes out for Ozimek. Couldn't be completed in a ground ball opportunity that Logan Book can collect and go off the other way. But a whistle from behind. What's the call?
Looks like it's going to be on Darien. Braden Dahl is going to have a free position here.
Darien fans thought there was inadvertent contact there as players got tied up. The officials saw it differently, so the Rams right back on possession, avoiding a turnover. Bruno's pass to the corner for Dean is going to skip out of bounds. And you know what they say, the ball don't lie, it's going back to the Wave.
You can't do that against a Blue Wave, plain and simple. And Gianna Bruno, very frustrated because that's a pass we know that she can make.
Humphreys starting from behind her own end line. Sends a pass across for Book, who's showing off the wheels here. Logan Book with a lane towards the cage. To the middle with Ashley Humphrey, and she scores!
Great feed inside by Book. An even better finish by Humphrey with defenders on her.
Textbook transition offense, and Coach Wood's going to take a timeout, trailing by 2 with 13:02 to go here in the first half. 4-2 Wave on the HAN network.
Have a sports injury or a slip and fall that needs immediate care? Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care gives you direct access to an orthopedic specialist fast, without an appointment. Biking, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever the sports injury is, sprain or fracture, Coastal Ortho Express can help. Coastal Ortho Express Urgent Care open Monday through Saturday, now at 3 locations: 131 Kings Highway North in Westport, the iPark building at 761 Main Avenue Norwalk, and 36 Old Kings Highway South in Darien. Or go to coastalorthoexpress.com, like them on Facebook.
At the Milford Bank, we offer an extensive selection of lending products and services to meet virtually any need. Submit your application online in our Mortgage Web Center. Start to finish, you can apply for a loan in as little as 10 minutes. Our knowledgeable and helpful staff are available to meet with you at your convenience. To learn more about what we can do for you, stop by one of our Milford Bank offices or visit us at milfordbank.com. The Milford Bank, always there. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Spring has sprung at Walter Stewart's Market, and we're celebrating the new season with fresh takes on spring. From the finest produce around to guaranteed fresh seafood delivered daily by the best local supplier. Not only are we your time-saving one-stop shop for everything you need this season, our personable team is always ready with a helping hand. Shop Stewart's for the best of spring. Find us at 229 Elm Street, New Canaan, or shop online at stewartsmarket.com.
We are back at Jack Casagrande Field as the Wave break their huddle with a 2-goal advantage. 13:02 remaining in the first half. And we've talked about it throughout this first half, Kevin. Turnovers and transition. The Rams need to limit them, and the Wave just cannot go fast enough when they have possession.
It's scary good when New Canaan's in transition. They are just so fast. No defense is able to catch up with them. That's why the defensive middies tonight for New Canaan have to be a little careful. Don't fall too behind because Darien's going to blow you in the dust. And the face-off circle, too, is big for New Canaan tonight. Just like we saw in the previous game, Wilton-Greenwich. I thought Wilton was stellar in the face-off circle. It's one of the big reasons why I think they pulled away with that win. So New Canaan wants to keep this game close tonight. They got to take care of the ball in the face-off X tonight.
It's getting set for the draw.
You see a great view here on your screen.
As the Wave can't come away with this one. Ozimek controlling. And now it's up ahead to Armstrong.
You already see 2 defenders already on Campbell Armstrong right away.
And it forces the bad pass that can't be controlled by Caroline Shue. It's collected by Fiore. And she spins back looking for help, comes to Annie Wright, and then it's up ahead to Ramsey in the middle of the field. There's a shot there from Jakes, just skips wide.
What a start for Emma Jakes here. Almost netting her 3rd goal. The speed's on display. You just tell she's an absolute playmaker right now for the Darien Blue Wave.
Up top, over for Fiore. She couldn't control that one, but has time to recollect. Ramsey trying to get to the front of the cage. Ramsey off the free position, pass to the right side, shot on goal, score!
And again, it's Humphrey. She gets her 2nd of the game.
The selfish look from the junior off the free position. The hat trick for the freshman. It is a 5-2 Darien advantage.
You see New Canaan's defense after that goal. including Cameron Blair, all got together in a huddle. Trying to figure out how to stop the bleeding right now. It's only 5-2, but they need to get things going, especially on the offensive end.
As Bucci going up to grab that one out of the early night sky. Dial went down to the turf, held on to possession with one hand. Now she's got to lane to the front of the cage, trying to slip through the fenders. Shot on goal, and it's in. How about the effort from Braden Dial?
Braden Dial putting the team on her back on that last goal. What a great effort while falling down. Somehow, some way, able to get it past Carly Schudel.
They're going to check on the stick as Lindley, Coach Lindley would elect to use one of her timeouts to make sure that pocket is not illegal. The goal will stand, and it's 5-3.
And a big goal again for New Canaan. You see on your screen, Braden Dial and Carly Bucci going over the game plan here. I think Carly Bucci's telling her that, you know, there are spots where she finds herself open, reminding Carly Bucci to look for her on the offensive end.
I like that call by Coach Lindley.
Me too.
It was a very interesting way that Dial went down, got back up, through traffic. It essentially just slows down the momentum New Canaan is building, and very rarely does Darien need to use a timeout this early, so not the worst decision, as now a 5-3 game, and Ramsey able to control this draw as she's quickly up ahead again. Fiore to her left, uses her, the shot, goal!
Too easy, come on. I mean, this is just absurd. In transition, how about Katie Ramsey winning the faceoff, using that speed downfield. And she finds Christine Fiore, who has been excellent for this Darien Blue Wave team all season long. What a play right there.
Just executed absolutely perfectly. As New Canaan's defense lost track of Fiore. Ramsey passing it at the right moment. And it's a 3-goal game again in favor of the Wave.
And that kills any momentum New Canaan had right there. They got to play tough here. Got to get one back.
Up ahead, Humphreys off the reset. We are under 11 minutes to go in the first half. It is a 3-goal Darien advantage. And the Wave showing some signs of slowing it down here offensively. As Ozimek pressing out on the freshman there. Controlling here is Wazinski. Back to Humphrey. Quick pass out in front. Shot down low, and getting a piece of that one was Blair. Another pass towards the front of the net. That one can't be controlled, and Jane Charlton has the rebound.
And Canaan caught a big break there. What a save by Cameron Blair.
Looking for help as it comes back to Caitlin Hevesy. She reverses Fields. And Caroline Shue controls all the way across. Here's number 19, the freshman Jane Charlton. Looking up ahead and a pass to Armstrong. A little behind her, but she could reach back and get it. Keeping an eye on Lesko, who's giving chase. Armstrong working down that right side. Shot to the far post. Saved by Schudel.
What a save by Carly there. That's Campbell Armstrong's shot right there. She likes to go up on that right side, beat a defender that way, and that's how we've seen her score all her goals this season. Credit Carly Shootout with a fantastic save there.
As Lesko up ahead for Logan Book, who collects a pass in traffic, slips under the double team, and right back at it is Darien. Book muscled off here by Ozimek, and now a foul call with a free position to follow.
And I think that's all Ozimek could do. She has to foul there. Where are the defensive middies right now for New Canaan? They're not coming back.
Book looking towards that back post. She's got a teammate waiting, but instead circles off to the right side, and slowing it down is Wazinski. Pass out for Fiore. Time and space, and she goes underneath the crossbar.
What a rip by Christine Fiore. Going top shelf. My goodness.
.852 to go. It is a 7-3 Darien lead.
Scored by number 18, Christine Fiore.
As the Blue Wave are rolling early on, Kev.
And for the folks at home watching, that's what we've been seeing all season long from this Darien Blue Wave team. They are just so dominant. And Christine Fiore, what a fantastic shot that was again.
Again, the Rams just out of position defensively. There's a Wave player wide open as Katie Ramsey, another draw control.
Ramsey's looked unstoppable in the face-off X right now for this Darien Blue Wave team. New Canaan has no answers.
Ramsey gets out of trouble. Nicole Humphrey with it. Sends a pass behind the net, and Wazinski quickly sends it across for Ashley Humphrey, the freshman. Fakes a pass, circling around. Shot on goal, scores!
Chalk it up as a hat trick there for Humphrey. What a start for her in the Blue Wave here in the first half.
Ashley Humphrey.
Now a 5-goal advantage. As quickly, this one is getting away from New Canaan.
New Canaan still has the opportunity here, get a couple quick goals. Get themselves right back into this. You see Carly Bucci now gonna go into the face-off X.
Ramsey in for the draw again. That is Bucci on the other side for the Rams. And this time, New Canaan comes away with possession. Yes, as Dial escapes at the opposite end, just over the 30-yard line. Had to circle back momentarily, but now Carly Bucci controls. Up ahead. Trying to get a shot off that time was Di Marino, but she couldn't do so as pressure was being applied there from Jakes.
Emma Jakes again having a wonderful first half here for the Blue Wave.
As we got a stoppage here, they want to rearrange the players. And now they're up ahead with it. Humphrey, checked from behind by Armstrong, somehow stayed with it. A pass taken off a bounce by Wazinski, and now it's sent to Fiore at the opposite end of the net. Trying to dodge around from behind, can't shake free of Ozimek. Here's Emma Jakes with it. Katie Ramsey, Nicole Humphrey. Now Wazinski. They complete the swing, pass out to the front, shot on goal, score!
What a pass. My goodness.
It's Anna Stein who cut right through the middle, got open in front, catch and shoot, and it's a 6-goal difference.
You see again, New Canaan's defense all huddling up together, trying to come up with some sort of game plan. Clear that timeout, didn't work by Kristen Woods. There's just no stopping this Wilton offense right now.
Four unanswered, and it is a 6-goal Darien advantage with 7:13 to go in the half.
I don't think Katie Ramsey can be stopped right now in this face-off circle.
Did not see a lot of Ramsey the first time these two teams played, as Fiore did the majority of the draw work. And Bucci going early here. As off the free reset, the Wave right back at it. Ramsey. Now Jakes with it to Humphreys. Yep, and a stick up in the face as Armstrong called for the slash.
What a frustrating start this is for Campbell Armstrong, Frank. This is not like her. That's not what we've seen from this season from Campbell.
So 6:49 to go, first man advantage opportunity, and it goes to Darien with a 6-goal lead. As Humphreys showing shot, didn't look like she had any intention testing Blair from that angle. Pass up high, Nicole Humphrey, and a shooting space violation called. Free position coming. Off the left post, Nicole Humphrey, and she put it off the crossbar.
What a rip by Nicole Humphrey. Just missing the net there. It rings off that top corner.
Had to extend all the way out to collect that one, and another free position awarded here. With under 6 minutes to play in the half. Behind the net, it's Anna Stein. Waiting for the players to break as it comes up. Humphrey. Right into the double team, couldn't shake free. Ramsey dodged to the left, gets to the front of the net with space, shot, and scores!
What a move by Katie Ramsey. Fakes the pass, pump fakes, gets by two defenders, finds herself in front of the net. A great finish.
A 10-3 Darien lead after 5 unanswered. From the girls in white. A stunned New Canaan sideline, to say the least, Kevin.
I don't think that they expected this sort of outcome, especially after the game we saw from these two early on this season at Dunning Field. New Canaan came out to such a great start. We talked about Campbell Armstrong. She's just not the same tonight.
It's Ramsey up ahead through contact and Shue called for the foul. Armstrong still serving the penalty. And she is forced to watch from a knee to the left of the scorers table. Ramsey off the free position, looking around for where she might go. Pass to the outside with Wazinski over to Stein. And again, you've got the players stacked up, ready to break. Nicole Humphrey up for Ramsey. Behind the cage again. Anna Stein pass. Nicole Humphrey again out in front. Stein got free, but put it on the turf. Ground ball opportunity, and Ozimek finally controls. What a play in front!
The freshman. My goodness.
An unsuspecting Ozimek had her pocket picked by Humphrey. Blair was caught watching too, and Ashley has her fourth.
Darien goal scored by number 2, Ashley Humphrey.
What a play, Kevin.
Did I mention she's a freshman there?
Oh
Frank?
my. So smart, so quick.
I mean,
No
don't
words at the moment.
You just don't see that from a freshman, plain and simple. You don't see that ever from a freshman, to have that awareness, the smarts, the IQ to be at the right spot at the right time, and man, what a play.
You thought Sophie Sedano had an impact performance in that first game as a freshman? How about Ashley Humphrey? 4 goals and an assist already, and we still have 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the half.
And I think a lot of this has to do with Katie Ramsey. She's been stellar in the face-off circle so far in this first half. New Canaan has 0 answers right now for this Darien club.
As an errant pass here results in a rare Darien turnover. And at moments like this, it is best to buy a lottery ticket because that does not happen often.
And that's certainly going to be a highlight reel for Humphrey.
Here's Gianna Bruno working up ahead as the Rams finally can get back onto the attack. They trail by 8. There are 4 minutes to go in the half. Probably not a bad idea to settle it down right now and try to cool off the Blue Wave offense.
And again, you see Campbell Armstrong just being shadowed by the Darien defense. Always has someone on her. She can't seem to get open. And that's going to be a big problem here for the New Canaan Rams. They got to get a lot of people going.
Pass out in front, and that's one who can help them out. Bucci on the doorstep picks up her second, and the run is over.
How about the feed from Gianna Bruno? Carly Bucci doing a great job cutting in front of the net. Beautiful pass and a beautiful finish.
Ends an 8-minute drought without a goal, and it stops a 6-0 run by Darien. As now, Jane Charlton is going to come in and test her luck against Katie Ramsey on the draw.
Let's see how it works out. Katie Ramsey's been so dominant.
One popped up, opportunity, and Charlton controls. Looking up ahead, and she wisely circles back for safety. Finds Bucci, now Ozimek, and it's over to Bruno again. Bruno towards the front of the net. Shot and a save made by Shudell. Quickly up ahead, and they're right back out in transition. Logan Book with it as she works her way around Bucci. Outruns Bisegli. And hands off to the right side. Pass to the back door is Humphrey. That was Ashley, couldn't control. Ground ball opportunity. Ozimek has it. Will not go back to Blair this time. Instead, finds Lee Charlton waiting up ahead. There's Lauren Bisaglia with it. Working down the left sideline. Crosses the 30. Comes back, and Charlton has it again. Pass is too tall for the intended target, but Gianna Bruno can save it before it squirts out of bounds. Jane Charlton with it. Jane, the freshman, wears 19. Lee, the junior, in 20. Gianna Bruno, normally in 6, wearing 12 for Captain Ellery Barron. As catching this pass is Dial. Spinning back, scores.
Dial gets her hat trick, and that's the combination we've seen all season long. Gianna Bruno to Braden Dial. How about the move from Dial? Little spin move action. Gets that by Carly Schudel. Another big goal here, even though they're still down. Down only 6. They can get any momentum they can have right now, Frank.
11-5 the score, and remember, the first time these two teams met this year, New Canaan scored 6 unanswered from the end of the first half into the start of the second.
This is a talented team. You can't knock out New Canaan right now.
Charlton again. At the north end of the field, the sky is back. Down at the south end.
Still chilly, though.
It is a scary dark overcast. As there is a black cloud hanging over Cameron Blair in the New Canaan net right now. Popped up again as Ramsey, another draw win. Here's Nicole Humphrey with it. Tried to cut inside. Good defense that time as she was walled off. And the Wave have to settle it down momentarily at least and set up the offense. Stein looking for Fiore and is able to get it there the second time around. This one is passed all the way around the box. Would you be surprised to just see Darien kill out some clock here and maybe go for one last go at the net, Kev?
I wouldn't be surprised, but the way this offense is going right now, I'm surprised they haven't had a shot on net.
As Jakes is making a run from the 30-yard line. They don't get it to her. Instead, it's Nicole Humphrey up top. Now over to Katie Ramsey. On the far side, waiting there is Kendall Wazinski, and that is who Ramsey chooses. She's at the 5-yard line, just below that top sideline, and comes up top now with 1 minute remaining as Ramsey will play it along to Jakes. Humphrey tried the spin, denied that time.
Good defense from Ozimek.
6-goal lead for the Wave as they are in no rush. Here's Fiore trying to break free. Jakes with it now. And it's back to Wazinski with 35 to play in the half. All the way behind the cage. Wazinski pulls up, and the pass out of the reach for Stein. Good defense by the Rams. They forced the turnover and an opportunity to go 100 yards in the final 20 seconds. Up ahead is a ball short, hot Bucci. It's given right back to Ramsey, and this could spell disaster for the Rams. Clock down to 10. Ramsey with a beat towards the front of the net. Looks to Jakes on the left side. Around the defender. Can't get a shot off here. Is a check and a whistle. A free position awarded with 1.2 seconds left.
I don't know, Frank. What do you think? Shot on frame?
It's going to have to be a shot on cage here. That does not appear like it's going to work as they go over to Humphrey. Second shot there is down low and wide as the half comes to an end. It was 3-2 with just over 15 minutes to play. It is 11-5 as we head to the half. We step aside, but let's go back to our Shelton studio. Kate Chaplensky has an in-game news update.
I'm Kate Chaplinsky, and this is your in-game news update on the HAN Network, bringing you the latest local news on Tuesday, June 6th. Now, police are investigating a shooting in Ridgefield on Monday morning. Major Stephen Brown said in a release Tuesday that Ridgefield police responded to reports of gunshots in the area of Hulda Lane. At about the same time, a Hulda Lane homeowner called police to report that someone attempted to steal a car from the caller's driveway. Ridgefield officers were notified later that morning that a 15-year-old girl was at Waterbury Hospital with a gunshot wound, and an investigation revealed that the girl may have been in Ridgefield earlier that morning. Brown said it is expected that the girl will survive that wound. Ridgefield detectives, members of the Connecticut State Police Major Crime Squad, and investigators from Danbury Superior Court are currently investigating those incidents, and you can look for updates at theridgefieldpress.com. In other news, State's Attorney Stephen J. Sedensky has closed the criminal investigation into the death of Gugsa Abe DeBella today. He said the death of DeBella in Reading in 2014 was not a homicide. Sedensky wrote in a public statement that the evidence does not support a conclusion that DeBella's death was a homicide. Accordingly, the criminal investigation into the matter is now closed. The family of DeBella, a Readingite and attorney found dead of a gunshot wound after an auto accident in 2014 in Reading, had filed a civil lawsuit against the town of Reading, Police Chief Douglas Fuchs, as well as 7 Reading police officers and killer John Doe in 2016, claiming that Reading police conducted an improper investigation of that accident. The medical examiner had ruled Gugsa's death as a suicide. Well, the state's attorney's findings do not support that accusation. Police Chief Fuchs has long supported the investigation undertaken by his officers. More than a year ago, after DeBella filed a lawsuit against the town and its police forces, the state's attorney had made a statement that his office's investigation had revealed no evidence of any conspiracy on the part of the Ridgefield Police Department. More on that story at thereadingpilot.com. And 14 Chipotle restaurants in southwestern Connecticut may have been affected in a security breach early this spring, according to the chain on its website. Chipotle said in part the investigation identified the operation of malware designed to access payment card data from cards used on point-of-sale devices at certain Chipotle restaurants, and this happened between March 24th and April 18th. The malware searched for track data read from the magnetic strip of a payment card as it was being routed through the POS device. Now, not all locations were involved, and the specific time frames vary by location, but those restaurant locations include Chipotle's in Bridgeport, Danbury, Darien, Fairfield, Greenwich, and Westport, among others. You can get more details at chipotle.com/security. And need help paying for your children's education or have student loan debt? Well, St. Aloysius School in New Canaan has launched its inaugural tuition raffle with a first place prize of $25,000 for education costs. Now, the funds can be used for any U.S. K-12 school, college, or student loan. Tickets are $100 each, and the drawing will be held June 10th at the New Canaan School. Entrants do not need to attend the drawing. The second place prize is 2 tickets to see Hamilton on Broadway, and the third prize is 4 box seats for a New York Mets game at Citi Field. A portion of the raffle's proceeds will benefit St. Aloysius School. To purchase a ticket or learn more, email angelfund@sasnewcanaan.org or call 203-966-0786. And finally, Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, returns this week on HAN, focusing on communicating with teenagers. Roller Coasters and Ferris Wheels Communicating with Your Teen airs this Thursday, June 8th at noon. Host Tracy Masella and child psychologist Dr. Aaron Krasner discuss developing a family frame of rules and expectations, as well as setting limits, how much is too much negotiation, and how to teach your child to be independent. Straight Talk airs the second Thursday of each month on HAN.network and our news sites, focusing on different topics surrounding mental health and addiction. But that does it for this in-game news update on the HAN network. For the latest local news, sports, and more, watch Coffee Break weekdays at 11. This update was brought to you by Carl Chevrolet.
If you've ever thought about owning a motor coach or learning about what it's like to travel the open road in superior style and comfort, then contact Dave's RV Center in Danbury, Connecticut. Offering the best quality Class A motorhomes from Newmar, travel trailers and fifth wheel lines from Surveyor, and a toy hauler line from Work and Play. Choose from Newmar's Gas Line, Base Star and Canyon Star, or from Newmar's Diesel Line, Ventana and Dutch Star. And with unparalleled service and maintenance, Dave's RV is committed to keeping you and your motor coach safely on the road and enjoying it to the fullest. Stop by their showroom, 2 Industrial Plaza Road, Danbury, Connecticut, or call 877-483-3866.
At InSports Trumbull, the game is always inside. Signups are now open for one of our most popular programs, the New England 80 Elite Lacrosse Division I and Division III showcases. With D1 and D3 coaches in attendance, players will receive a 60-minute webinar with Director of Recruiting Hans Hansen, a custom NE80 penny, custom shorts, and a video of all games. Last year's event sold out quickly, so sign up now for the next showcase coming in January 2018. Like and follow us on Facebook.
Want a new experience in car buying? Scap Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram with one of the largest inventories of new 2- and 4-door Wranglers. We are Connecticut's Wrangler headquarters. Come visit our new Ram Truck Center. Browse our websites, scapchryslerjeep.com or scapdodge.net to find the new Jeep, Chrysler Dodge car, minivan, or Ram truck you've been looking for. Just 2 miles from both I-95 or the Merritt Parkway exit 44. Save thousands right now during the Drive and Discover event. Now through June 30th.
Did you know heart attacks and strokes are the leading cause of death in America? Protect the health of you and your loved ones. Talk to a doctor about heart disease. Hi, I'm Dr. David Pazer with ProHealth Physicians, encouraging you to stay informed about health matters that affect you.
ProHealth Physicians is on the pulse of social media to share information about health and nutrition with the community. Get up-to-the-minute alerts, including ProHealth Physicians news and upcoming events. Connecticut's leading group of primary care doctors is just a click away.
I'm Tracy Masella, a licensed clinical social worker at Silver Hill Hospital in New Canaan. Join me each month as we talk with experts on the front lines of the treatment of mental health and addiction. Straight Talk with Tracy, a Silver Hill Hospital production, airs at 12 p.m. on the second Thursday of each month here on the HAN Network.
Back on the HAN Network at Jack Casagrande Field from the campus of Brian McMahon High School. Darien an 11-5 lead over their rival, New Canaan. After the first half and everything we have come to expect from Darien, Kevin.
What a first half it was. I thought Katie Ramsey was spectacular in the face-off circle. And how about the freshman, Ashley Humphrey, showcasing again. Wow, she's one of the best in this lineup. Probably one of the best goals we've seen, too, came in that first half from Ashley Humphrey. But New Canaan playing a little better down that last stretch or so, last 2 minutes or so of that first half. So let's see if momentum can maybe carry on their side.
As it'll be Ramsey and Armstrong on the draw. Deflected by Ramsey, controlled by Jakes, and the Wave picking right up where they left off.
The Blue Wave can just cruise right now on offense. No need to rush, no need to force anything. Pass it around, make that defense work, get them tired. Someone's eventually going to open up the middle part in front of the crease there.
Here's Humphrey, pass to the middle, Fiore, shot, score! Did not take long, just 31 seconds.
There it is. Darien spread it all around the circle there, all around the perimeter. Got everyone a touch. Fiore found herself open, and great finish, and she gets herself the hat trick.
As now the lead is 12-5. Winner plays Saturday afternoon against the Wilton Warriors. the number 11 seed, a 14-8 victory over number 2 Greenwich here in the semis. And a day that has featured 4 FCX schools in the Class L semifinals. Pass to the front of the net, trying to get free is Humphrey as Nicole couldn't get loose. Jakes had the rebound, but it was checked away and a foul called against the Rams.
How about the speed from Logan Book? Sprinting all the way down the field. You can hear the Darien fans oohing and ahhing. Another great opportunity here for the Darien Blue Wave.
Nice, the Wave content with slowing this down around the outside at the moment. Top Fiore. Now Ramsey. Shakes free of Armstrong. Ramsey to the front of the net, let the shot go, but the whistle before that will negate the goal.
Man, what a great effort by Katie Ramsey.
She put Armstrong on skates that time. And now a free position here. 4 steps towards the net and a save made by Blair. Rebound controlled by Stein, though. She darts to the front of the net. And it's off the side of the cage. Fans thought it went in, but it stayed out. Ozimek down the right sideline, pass to the middle. Bruno couldn't control it. Ground ball opportunity as it rolls past the 30, and it's collected again by the Rams at the 25.
Nice job by Gianna Bruno there. New Canaan finally getting a chance on offense here.
A late whistle here. And now free position. Ozimek, front of the net. Shot. Score on the changeup.
I think that fooled Carly Schudel there. Great finish inside. That's a big goal for the New Canaan Rams.
So Ozimek gets him on the board here first in the second half with 21:59 to play.
That's a big goal for Julia. She's been playing really well throughout this game, putting in a lot of effort, a lot of hustle. She finally gets rewarded with a nice goal.
At the 3:01 mark, and it's back to a 6-goal difference. Oh, more than enough time left, but New Canaan has got to find a way to string some consistent play together. Quickly up ahead off another draw win. It's Jakes with it this time. All the way to the front. Shoots and scores.
Too easy. Emma Jakes able to twist and turn through the defense. What a great move inside by Emma Jakes. Great finish.
12 seconds later, it's right back to 7.
She gets herself a hat trick too on the evening. Christine Fiore has herself a hat trick, and Ashley Humphrey has 4. Those are the leading scorers right now for Darien.
There's another draw, and it's going right back to Darien.
What a great look for Ashley Humphrey. She shakes the dust off there. Landed pretty hard on the turf, but good to see she's back up and moving.
Wave working it around. Jakes with a step towards the front, had it stripped away. Ground ball battle here, and Darien is right back on it. Looking to dodge is Stein. Up top. Comes over to Wazinski now at the near side of the field. Humphrey lost it momentarily, rolling for the end line, and it trickles out of bounds, and Canaan takes over. That is a break the Rams desperately needed.
That's a rare turnover, too, for Darien. It's a pretty well-disciplined team when it comes to not committing any turnovers. And you're right, Canaan catches a break. They got to produce here. Got to get this ball past midfield.
As up ahead, it's Armstrong. Had it taken away by Book, but a foul called here, and the free position awarded.
And this Darien defense has been swarming all over Cable Armstrong all game long so far.
She comes back to Ozemick, switching to the left hand, but can't get a shot off, and it's passed down low for Dial. Out to the front, Ozemick cutting to the front of the cage. Big save by Shudell as she jumped out to the top of the crease to deny the junior.
A top 10 save right there by Carly Shudell, shutting down the door.
Here's Lesko with it. Pass to the middle with Ramsey. Lesko not too involved offensively tonight as she's been tasked with keeping Armstrong in check, and she has done so perfectly.
She's keeping a lot of these great players on offense like Braden Dial, like Carly Bucci, like Campbell Armstrong. She's shutting them down. And you're right, we are so used to seeing Emma Lesko on the stat sheet, but that just comes to show how much of a good leader she is. She's willing to play defense and take one for the team and really just try and shut down the big-time scorers for the Rams.
How about that battle right there behind the cage? You had Jane Charlton and Ashley Humphrey, two freshmen for their respective rosters. That is going to be a lot of fun to watch over the next 4 years, as here is Dial moving up ahead. Trying to spin back inside. The pass, and it gets through to Bisegli. Looking to get to the front of the cage, but there was a player in the way. Shooting space called, and an opportunity off the free position for the sophomore. Shudell has been very good so far. Taps the right post. As now we're going to reset. Everyone's got to get back into the right position as Ramsey on the wrong side of the 12. And now the sophomore ready. She heads for the front. Shot upstairs, and they score.
Great finish by Biseglia. Just gets that one right over Shudell. Great finish.
First of the night for Biseglia. The lead back down to 6 as 7 minutes and 8 seconds have run by here in the second half.
And that's all New Canaan needs to do. Just get a couple more stops here. If they can convert, we're back to a close game here. We're going to see DiMarino in the face-off X against Ramsey here.
Fifth player tonight who has taken a draw for the Rams, and the fifth player tonight who has lost a draw to Katie Ramsey.
Katie Ramsey just makes it look too easy. Another win for her in the face-off circle. And another offense possession here for the Blue Wave.
And what makes it even more frustrating for the Rams? Only a junior. Spinning free this time was Katie Elders. As now Fiore cutting to the front of the net. Muscled off there, and a cross check called against Armstrong. So a great opportunity for the junior Fiore.
And that's another player that Darien's thrilled to have back for her senior season.
Shot, score.
Oof. There's some smoke on that ball there, Frank. What a rip by Fiore.
.56, and it is back to a 14-7 game as the Wave controlling their rival however they like. Are you shocked we have not seen a timeout from Coach Woods?
I am surprised. You know, she's got a timeout to work with here. Slow things down, slow the pace. But I think it's the face-offs that are killing them, and this is a big win here for New Canaan, the fact that they won this face-off. I think if New Canaan was dominant in the face-off next day, this would be a totally different story. I think we see a totally different game.
Foul called here, and a free position for Ozimek now at the opposite end. Ozimek steps up, lets a shot go down low, and it missed wide on the left side. Possession awarded to the Wave.
There's that hustle at the Blue Wave that they showcase here. No matter what the score is, no matter what part of the game is, they play hard to the end of the whistle.
Right back up ahead the other way comes Darien with 15:45 remaining. Another shot, another goal. Fiore inside, able to convert. It is a 15-7 Darien lead.
Right now, she's got the most goals so far. Top scorer in this game. This nets her 5th goal. What a performance Fiore's putting on.
So largest lead of the night for Darien. We've got a discussion across the way amongst the officials.
You see all three of them on your screen right now getting together. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a stick check.
15:43 remaining in the game. 8-goal advantage for Darien. While we've got a second here, Kevin, let's take a moment. Thank our director, Eric Gendron. This is his final week. Eric has been with the HAN Network since our start of covering live sports. He has been a huge help to both you and I and everything that this network has become. It means a lot what you have done, Eric, and we want to wish you the best of luck moving forward. Football season starts on Friday, September 7th. We'll see you at Tiger Hollow.
We want to wish the best to Eric. He's been wonderful to us, and we'll have a nice send-off for him this week.
No. That was our sentimental send-off. I will eat a hot dog with you, Eric. And for those of you interested in the hot dog challenge, make sure you do go online and support. If you go to official_hotdogchallenge.com, you can find a link to our donation page. It's for a great cause for Leader Dogs for the Blind. There are 15 brave men attempting to eat a hot dog for 40 days straight this year to raise money for those dogs. But Eric, seriously, thank you for everything. It's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to continuing our friendship. Don't be late for coffee break tomorrow as we get set for the draw after explanations have been given to Coach Woods and Coach Lindley. And Armstrong able to control the draw momentarily, but a foul called here and a stick up into the face of Katie Ramsey as she goes down for a moment.
You can see that she's holding her mouth right there. Stick got up around the mouth guard.
Ramsey is upset. She thought she was going to get possession, but it will stay with Armstrong and the Rams as she's quickly working up ahead down that right sideline. Settles down behind the cage. Elects to go to Bruno. Up top, Bucci. Pass to the middle, and Biseglia couldn't control it cleanly. Waiting on the outside of the scrum was Braden Dial as she picks it up.
Nice extra effort there by Braden Dial. Keeps this possession alive.
Armstrong to the front of that. Shot down low. Shudell got a piece of it, and the rebound is controlled by Nicole Humphrey.
Look at this speed.
Well, she forgot the ball, though, as it was taken away momentarily by Ozimek. Bucci collects the ground ball. Up ahead as she's got to avoid a check from behind, trying to slip through contact up front, scores.
Great job by Carly Bucci.
And with 14:37 to go, Coach Lindley going to take a timeout and talk things over with a 7-goal lead. Darien 15, New Canaan 8 on the home of FCX Sports, the HAN Network.
You don't have to go far for authentic Neapolitan cuisine and renowned wood-fire pizza. Pizzeria Loretano of Bethel is a contemporary Italian bistro, specializing in authentic wood-fired brick-oven pizza Napolitana. Pizzeria Loretano was named one of America's top 1,000 Italian restaurants in 2008 by Zagat, and recommended by Jane and Michael Stern on National Public Radio's Splendid Table. Located close to the Bethel Cinema, we focus on quality, and our food is always made to order. Join us for live jazz Sundays from 6 to 8. Find our schedule, menu, and more at pizzerialoretano.com, and like us on Facebook.
At Worcester School, we believe summer is a time for kids to be kids. We provide the safe and nurturing environment for them to find activities that match their interests and allow them to create lasting friendships. Summer at Worcester offers 7 weekly sessions at our Danbury campus from Monday, June 26th through Friday, August 11th for pre-K to grade 8. Find out more about our extended hours, new optional lunch program, and a new low price at summer@worcester.org.
At Budget Blinds, we're in business to frame the light, the day, and the night. So we give you an exclusive combination of high style, expert service, our no surprises pricing, and our no questions asked warranty. We believe that everyone, at every budget, deserves style and service. Isn't that a beautiful place to be?
Give your day a jumpstart with the latest news, sports, weather, and more on Coffee Break, live on the HAN Network, weekdays at 11 a.m. Connecticut news doesn't get any more local than on Coffee Break.
We are back on the HAN Network, 14:37 to go. As it is a 15-8 Darien advantage. Kevin, if you had to guess what the message from Coach Lindley was in that timeout, what would you say?
That's a great question. I mean, you're up 15-8, but Coach Lindley, it doesn't matter what the score is. It's just business as usual. And I think she didn't like what she saw there defensively. I think she wanted to fix things up. I think you're going to see a patched up. You're definitely going to see a patched up defense here for Darien.
And if New Canaan is going to make a comeback in this one, it's going to have to start in the draw circle, and they're just showing no signs right now of being able to solve Katie Ramsey.
No, Canaan Rams has just been so dominant in this game, and I'm looking forward to seeing how she performs at the next level, but especially when she comes back for her senior year. I mean, she can only get better, and that's dangerous to hear if you're anyone in the FCIAC. This is just a dominant Darien team right now, and not many people have the answers on how to stop them.
As knifing through to the front of the cage is Humphrey. Can't get a clean shot off this time as Blair collects. Looking around for help.
You know what, Frank? I think Cameron Blair has actually had a nice game. Yes, I think, obviously it's just some of these goals aren't necessarily her fault. I think the defense has broke down at times, but she's made some nice saves tonight. You gotta tip your cap to her at times. I thought she's made some really nice saves.
As Bruno collects the ground ball, tiptoes that right sideline, circles back to the middle, and then spins away from Logan Book. Sends back for Ozimek as temperatures continue to drop on a cool summer night here in Fairfield County. State semifinals on the HAN network. The winner will advance to face Wilton on Saturday afternoon, which should be a much warmer day to end the 2017 season. Armstrong onto the board as she broke free down that right side. And the lead now 6 again.
Armstrong finally gets herself on the board here midway through the second half. You can see right there trying to motivate her team, saying that this game is not over.
.12:53 to play. Armstrong finally onto the board. Rams trying to get set here. Right defensive unit, and now another conversation. And it was an illegal substitution, Kev. They switched late into the draw circle. Coach Wood can't believe it. Here is Wazinski with it. Elders to Wazinski. Now Fiore all the way to the front of the net, and it popped out at the last second as Bucci comes away with the ground ball. Carly Bucci sends one up ahead behind Gianna Bruno, and now a race for the 50-50 ball. Slipped through Brooke Dean's legs. Biseglia had a beat on it, but coming away ultimately on the other end is Annie Wright. Missed opportunity for New Haven as Wright working the near sideline. Goes to the middle of the field, and it's controlled right there by Lesko. She took a check up high from Armstrong. And we're to the restart now. As both Nicole Murphy and Katie Ramsey standing there in the middle, as now she's drawn 3 Ram defenders, is in trouble, and it's checked away cleanly that time by Bruno, and she earns the advantage.
How about that play by Bruno? Not giving up.
.11:31 to go, and another conversation happening here. She wants to double check. Looks like she thinks there might be offside situation possibly, Kevin.
We saw her point all the way down to Biseglia.
And it appears the call is going to stand as made. Discussion as to whether or not Braden Dial had crossed back over the 30. She's good, though. She's up ahead to Bucci, and now she works to the opposite side as the Rams go on to the attack. 11:20 remaining here in the second half.
Still time for New Canaan to get a couple quick goals if they can.
I'd like to see Armstrong get going again as this one was taken away. She wanted a call, none coming. There's now a battle for possession for Rams, and it somehow finds its way out to the opposite end, and Emelesko was waiting for it.
Yeah, it's a tough break there for New Canaan. They would have, if I'm Coach Kristen Woods, would have liked to see a goal there.
As Katie Elders slips past a couple of defenders. Pass to the far side, and Fiore as she circles back, and you're right, for Coach Woods right now, it's just got to be frustrating, some of the little things that are going wrong against New Canaan.
Yeah, they're just not going the way right now for New Canaan. Everything is just falling into Darien's place right now.
Nicole Humphrey with it, dodging to her right, a lane to the net, shot, score!
What a move inside. Nicole Humphrey. Looked like Cameron Blair a little confused on that shot there. Right into the net. Good shot.
And the Rams are going to take a timeout now as they trail by 7 again with 10:17 to go. More girls lacrosse in the state tournament of Class L on the HAN Network coming up next.
I can't believe it.
Well, Dad, you did it. You sold 160 cars. Ready to go back upstairs now?
I think it's time. I wonder how the boys are making out in their new office.
Not what I had in mind, Kyle. What, Dad?
Maybe we should retire. Right now, lease a 2017 Rogue S for only $139 a month. Isn't it time you got Millerized?
The new fishing season is fast approaching, so it's time to head over to the dock shop and get your gear in order. We're now offering bait in both Darien and our Westport location. The dock shop can service and repair your rods and reels, spool up new line, and fill any empty space you might have in your tackle box. Whether you're a fisherman, boater, or beach bum, the dock shop is a unique place to shop. The dock shop, 51 Tokenique Road, Darien, 609 Riverside Avenue, Westport, dockshop.com.
At Portofino Restaurant and Wine Bar in Bethel, fresh and simple food is our concept. Owned and operated by brothers Rocco and Louie, Portofino has a distinct and diverse food and drink menu. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Come join us for live local music on Tuesdays and Sundays, Wednesday nights for mouthwatering prime rib, and every Thursday night is ladies' night. Planning a party? All our catering menus are personalized to suit your event and your budget. Join us at the Dolan Plaza, 213 Greenwood Ave, Bethel, and call us at 203-797-8131. Like us on Facebook.
Back on the HAN Network at Brian McMahon as Darien has re-extended the lead to 7, and we've been talking about it nonstop here, Kevin, but New Canaan's biggest issue right now, they cannot get any kind of a run going. They've gotten timely goals here, but you dug yourself a deep enough hole. Timely goals need to be strung together now. You need to score the next 4 goals in this game in the next 5 minutes, realistically, if you want to have a chance.
Oh, yeah, they have to score right away, right now, and they need to get consecutive goals. They need to go on a run. They need to win the faceoffs. You see Campbell Armstrong now is going to enter the faceoff circle. But Katie Ramsey, I've just been so impressed by her play today.
Winner takes on Wilton Saturday afternoon for the Class L state title. As Ramsey coming away with another draw.
You see her shake her hand a little bit after that. Looks like she got a little stinger.
Humphrey with it. That's Ashley. Sends up top for Jakes. Over to Nicole now. As Nicole Humphrey with a lane towards the front of the net. Cut off before she could reach the 5-yard line. Had it taken away, and Campbell Armstrong has the rebound. Trying to run through contact and draws a foul with under 10 minutes to go now. And the Rams trailing by 7. Number 4, Darien, in search of another state championship. They have won 4 in a row and 5 of the last 6. Coming off their 6th straight FCIAC championship as Armstrong trying to get free down that right side.
Great defense from Ramsey.
Towards the front of the net, and a big save by Shudell draws a large round of applause from the Blue Wave fan section. Up ahead and off that original drop, Jakes has control, circles back, sends to Nicole, and it's quickly back to Emma Jakes again as now pass to the front of the net. Shot, score! Fiore in front. And it is 17-9.
Make that goal number 6 for Fiore. What a performance she's putting on in the semifinals here.
She has been so good all year and continuing to shine now. (17-9) with 7:56 to go. Nine is the most that Darien has allowed in their state tournament run. They are 3 off the most goals they've scored, though, which was 20 in the opening round against Southington, as Bucci collects a ground ball from the wing.
And Charlton went back into the faceoff circle. New Canaan able to win again. Surprised they didn't go back to Charlton sooner enough, because she's been the one that's been able to win these faceoffs against Katie Ramsey.
Bucci with it here, shovels one back to Bruno. Quickly draws a double team, and it's passed off to Charlton on the right side. Had it taken away, but it was done illegally. Off the restart, pass back. Bucci shoots, scores.
Bucci gets her 4th.
It's 6:52 to go, and now it is 17-10.
Carly Bucci having herself a phenomenal junior season. New Canaan's glad to have her back next year. What we expect to be a phenomenal senior season for Bucci.
We talked about it having a spring feel to the weather, but looking at the scoreboard right now, I wouldn't be shocked if we were watching New Canaan and Darien playing football.
It feels like a fall night. It's like a Friday night in October right now compared to a Tuesday night in June.
It was a perfect check that time by Jakes, but it's given right away as Bucci jumped into a passing lane. looking for help as she heads towards the cage. Sent one on the turf towards Charlton. Pass back, Bucci lost it again. Trying to come away with that ground ball, but unable to do so was Lori Travaglini. Pass to the front. Charlton can't control it. Now Annie Wright has it. There's 6 minutes to go, and the Wave is back on possession. Hard check that time against Hancock. But the Wave still able to control. Long pass through the midfield area as Jakes dropped it. Bruno wants the ground ball, and she comes away with possession. And a big save by Shudell.
Shudell again. One of the big reasons why Darien has so much success here in girls lacrosse.
Going to be a tough piece to replace next year, but they're living in the moment now. Is another pass towards Fiore. Can't be controlled originally, but she recovers, and now Darien, with 5 minutes and change to go, can start to eat up this clock in preparation of one more FCIAC foe standing between them and a 5th straight state championship, but not before Nicole Humphrey adds another goal.
She nets her 2nd of the night. She left all alone in front of the net. It's too easy for Darien there, as now you start to see New Canaan fans start to make their exit.
Exactly at the 20-minute mark. Now an 8-goal difference again. Fast forward to the future with me for a second. Assuming this score holds, Wilton, Darien, what kind of a chance are you giving the 11 seed?
I'm giving them a chance because of what I saw today. If they can come out and play that type of lacrosse, I think you're looking at a tighter score. I don't think it's going to be an 18-10. I think it's going to be a much tighter score. Listen, Paige Brown showed me that she can play. She's not messing around. And certainly is near unstoppable and impressive. I have to give Wilton a chance. I mean, there's a reason why they made it to this point, right? I think that they're well-deserving. I think people need to give them a chance. Yes, I think Darien is the much better team. But this is a talented Wilton team that, win or lose, this is a big moment for the program, I think.
It's a different Wilton team we're seeing right now compared to the end of the regular season and the FCIAC tournament. First time they met this year, Darien won 15-2. But again, a very different Wilton team. As there is another one with 3:59 to go.
On the other side, it's going to be Katie Elders.
Elders gets a large ovation, the sophomore on the board. On the other side, Kevin, you are New Canaan. Heading into the offseason. Semifinal exits in the FCIAC and in the state tournament. Now, where do you leave the state of New Canaan lacrosse at right now?
I think it's in a better spot than the boys team is. I think no matter
that.
I think that this is a very talented team. I think they have a great coaching staff, and the leader and Coach Kristen Woods. I think she's an excellent coach. I just think that they seem to run into Darien at the worst of times, and maybe if they don't run into them in the semifinals, maybe they punch their ticket to the finals. But you just don't know. And I think this has just been the problem for New Canaan is it's Darien. And yes, they've had some bad losses this year. One is to Richfield and a couple others, and that early exit in the FCIAC tournament. And that's unlike New Canaan, but I think they're in a better place than the boys are right now. That boys program is a little concerning. If I'm New Canaan community right now, I think you're pointing the arrows to the boys team. Girls, listen, you have to feel proud you got to this point. It's not easy getting to the semifinals in Class L. There are some talented teams. They beat some really good teams. Look at that Newtown team they beat, the number 1 seed. They beat them pretty handily, 18-5, Frank. So I don't think there is any reason to panic right now. If I'm New Canaan girls lacrosse right now, they're in a good spot. They got some great players to come back next year.
There's a couple of big saves there from Cameron Blair. They've got 3 goalies coming back on the roster, all with experience this year. Carly Bucci will obviously be a big name coming back. Braden Dial as well. Gianna Bruno another year, and there's a lot of freshmen and sophomores who got experience here. Darien is going to bring back some pretty big names. Katie Ramsey, Christine Fiore, just to name a few. They have to replace a goaltender. The Greenwich Cardinals team we saw earlier today, a very young team. Ridgefield's bringing back Caroline Colonel, arguably one of the best athletes in all of Fairfield County, if not the state of Connecticut. Wilton, we saw some stellar performances from young stars out there. So it's a conference that is going to be, again, at the top of the state. I would not be surprised if next year we're having this same conversation with 4 teams sitting here at the end of it all.
And don't forget
Staples.
Don't forget Staples. I'm still sold that this is a program that's going to get there and get to the point where they're at this point right now. They're in the semifinals. They maybe are a Wilton and punch their ticket to the finals.
There's another save by Blair here, denying Elders on the doorstep. That was Humphrey as she cut through with just over 90 seconds to go. We're running out of time on our broadcast season here. Do want to take a moment, remind everyone you can see Kevin and I Monday through Thursday at 2 o'clock on Nutmeg Sports. We've also got John Kovacs, the Yankee Fisherman, Thursdays at 1. The Drive with Denise, 12:30 on Tuesdays. CT Pulse, 12:30 on Wednesdays with Kate Chaplensky. And, of course, 11 a.m., get your coffee break with Kate as well. Want to take this moment to thank all the athletes from this year and to all the graduating athletes. Wish them the best of luck at the next level of their careers and moving on to the next level of their educations. We owe a lot of coaches thank yous. I list way too long to name them all, but they have made this year a lot of fun for us, and it's been a blast getting to cover the FCIAC, as there will be one more for insurance here, tacked on by Stein. Anna Stein with the final goal. As the clock will run here now.
And you get
with
a
the
standing
10-goal
ovation.
difference.
And you get to see the Darien Blue Wave fans give a standing ovation, which is a cool thing to see.
One last face-off. We'll see if they get it off, but the final score, Darien 20 and the Rams 10, as the Blue Wave will play for a 5th straight state title. They take on the Wilton Warriors Saturday afternoon, number 4, number 11, as the Rams and Cardinals see their seasons come to an end. Let's step aside quickly. When we get back, Kevin and I will have our final thoughts on tonight's action after this.
Pizza to satisfy even the most demanding critics. Wilton Pizza.
Family Family and Children's Aid has been serving the community since 1809 and is now the largest outpatient children's mental health care provider in Western Connecticut. Our innovative services include providing shelter to homeless moms and children, substance abuse intervention, mental health counseling, and foster and adoptive services, among others. Our goal is to provide individuals and families a safe haven and hope for a brighter future. Find out more about us at fcaweb.org and call our Danbury campus at 203-748-5689.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
At Wild Birds Unlimited of Brookfield, get expert advice from our certified bird feeding specialists. We offer always fresh, clean seed that will be sure to attract birds to your home feeder. Experience our excellent customer service. Open 7 days a week. Visit us at 317 Federal Road, Brookfield.
Wild Birds Unlimited. We bring people and nature together.
If you're watching this broadcast, you're not alone. The HAN network is available for 200,000 Connecticut cable customers on the Frontier network, and we've also reached more than 2 million viewers on our free live streaming sports, news, and entertainment broadcasts. To reach our rapidly growing audience, contact Advertising Director Jessica Murrin at 203-273-7312 or email jessica@han.network.
Back at Brian McMahon, where the Darien Blue Wave advanced to the state championship on a 20-10 victory over their rival, the Canaan Rams. Kev, your final thoughts on tonight's game and on this calendar season?
I think we get to look forward to a fantastic final between two great teams who are well-deserving to be there. You look at a Darien team who has been dominant all season long, the CIAC champs, and they're looking for another state championship. And, this is a team that, again, just like the boys team, every time we see them, we get more and more impressed by what this team can do. And Ashley Humphrey and Katie Ramsey, the two non-seniors who are stepping up big on this roster for the Blue Wave, the freshmen scoring big time, and Katie Ramsey was excellent in the face-off circle. And for the Wilton Warriors, this is a young team that I'm really looking forward to seeing in the future. So it's going to be a great matchup on Saturday.
One final time. Darien 20, New Canaan 10. There are still CIAC teams out there competing. Make sure you tune in to Nutmeg Sports at 2 o'clock to stay up to date. For Kevin Coleman, Director Eric Gendron, I am Frank Granito. We thank you for tuning into the home of FCX